Because to send a child to prison is something that nobody really wants to see done, because that's a failure on part of our society infrastructure. And I think everyone would agree that any young child going to prison, there has been a failure somewhere in the support given to that child, the support given at school to that child, the support given by society, by social services. We have failed that young person if they end up in our criminal justice system. And so young offenders institutions must balance punishing a child for committing a crime, and there should be, of course, consequences for criminal behaviour, but with the need for rehabilitation and assisting that child to go on to become a productive member of society who will not offend again. Because I know from having been a teacher myself for 11 years that you should never give up on children, even when your patience has been tested to the absolute limit, and I'm sure parents here would agree with me on this point as well. You don't give up. And so if we have a child who's reached the point where they are involved in criminal activity and they are quite rightly punished for that criminal activity, then youth offending institutes should be their opportunity to turn that around and start again. And so getting the correct balance between their goals should be the guiding principle of youth justice. Because if you fall too far towards punishment and you don't address the problems that cause the child to offend in the first place, so perhaps undiagnosed special needs and disabilities, social and emotional problems, then that means they're going to re-offend as soon as they're released. And all you've created then is an older offender, an older criminal. But if you fall too far towards rehabilitation, then the victims of crime will feel let down by the system as well. So the use of segregation in young offenders institutes doesn't, I believe, create the right balance between these goals, between giving young people a consequence for their actions, but also giving them an opportunity to set themselves on the right path going forward.